What is this video quality? I was gonna say they made him into Leon. Dude, this is
Rainbowsixsiege is introducing some new hardware maps, with the reveal of Crystal Guard,
oh my God.
and it's giving the attackers a chance to do some constructive redecorating. A new operator named Osa has designed transparent, bulletproof shields that she can deploy in windows, doors, or the middle of the floor. Can she give her attacker allies the power to reinforce a position and turn the map to their advantage? Or will the defenders see right through her plans? Crystal Guard is also bringing operator balance tweaks to IQ, Fuse, and Twitch, a flashy rework to flashbangs, and map updates to Clubhouse, Coastline, and Bank.
So far,
Osa
I'm really
joins
excited
Team
about everything.
Rainbow as a medium speed, medium
the
armor attacker.
changes
She can protect
to
herself and her allies with her Talon 8 clear shields. This gadget brings a little bit of defense to the offense, as Osa can set it up to offer bulletproof cover in otherwise exposed positions to help attackers dig in and push on. But as you can clearly see, there are some big differences between the Talon 8 and the Defender's deployable shields. While they're roughly the same size, the Talon 8 is taller and protects Osa's head when she carries it, unlike the deployable shield. Also, it's see-through. You can see your enemies, and they can see you. Usually when this happens in Siege, someone is dead almost immediately. But the Talon 8s can create some pretty
I'm not gonna lie, that was actually kind of creepy, because it looks like you almost see right through it. You didn't even realize it was there.
Key doorways,
if you're not paying attention.
down lengthy hallways, or from the bottom or top of a window, as she can deploy them while on rappel.
I didn't
if
realize
there's a
it was
breakable
like that.
barricade where she wants to deploy it, anyone on the other side is in for a fun surprise.
Dude, that's so dope. Oh my God.
And much like Mira's Black Mirrors,
upside down?
Osa's shields have a pressurized canister that can be punctured to drop the shield entirely. Osa brings a lot of utility to help modify the battlefield to
You guys see that, by the way? Hold on.
And
did you guys see that? They got rid...
Osa brings a...
Look at this right here. They got rid of those stupid bars. Dude, that right there, how many times have you guys got shit on because you thought you hit people through those stupid bars? And then somehow they hit you in the dome. I don't even know how many times that's happened to me, man. Like, I'm really, really excited about that.
A lot of utility to help modify the battlefield to her allies' advantage and set up formidable fortifications to give the defenders a taste of their own medicine. Along with Osa, Crystal Guard is bringing map updates to Clubhouse, Coastline, and Bank.
Wait. Hello?
Along with Osa, Crystal Guard is...
that is actually a dub right here. Like, that's such a quality of life right there. Because how many people would hide there? But not only that, but how often were you basically forced into a kill lane trying to go through that big double door? Dude, this is... I'm so sad that people hate the game, and I'm in the same boat of like not loving the game right now, but I feel like they did a good job.
Bringing map updates to Clubhouse, Coastline, and Bank. Operator balancing tweaks to IQ, Fuse, and Twitch, as well as a few more improvements that the team is very excited to share with you. So we'll send it back to Camille and on with the show.
See, I think that that's healthy.
Now that you've had a look at Osa and
the fact that you can, like, it prepares you for the fuse. So if it's reinforced, it doesn't just immediately start shooting like in a regular when you do an unreinforced wall. The fact that it gives you time as a defender to prepare means that there's no bitching that people need to be making about like, oh my God, that's so OP. You have plenty of time to react. Yes, it actually opens up a hole for you, Lou. So like if you once it destroys it, or if you destroy it, it literally will make a hole. So almost like a mini Maverick if you really think about it.
Cover my teammate. I can now execute on site. I can
throw smoke for this position. Like I can hold position and angles that before were not available to my team at all.
I wonder, can you basically think about it like this? On cool, okay, so let's say it's a hookah defense, right? It's a hookah defense. You could literally put your shield facing cool vibes, and you can plant basically and have a fortified position to defend yourself. That's pretty good. I mean, they'll still see for it from underneath, but just thinking about ways to use it.
Position and angles that before were not available to my team at all. You can equip the shield in your hands and move with the shield. It's very similar to a shield operator, a lot less strong. So you are
you can literally play like a little Monty.
But contrary to a blitz shield, you cannot charge, you cannot flash the enemy, you cannot melee them with your own shield. So she's not designed to be used that way at all.
This is honestly really good, guys.
Be safe for a little while by the time to place your shield, but not much more. We wanted the full transparency, so you can see both sides through the shield. We believe.
See, that's a helpful spot, but that's not a. I mean, what do you guys think? That's not a practical spot to me. What they did there. Hold on, let me see if I can get back to it.
Your shield.
Right here.
But not much.
This does not seem like a practical spot. Like in the beginning, it sounds good because you can peek and shoot. Right? You can see that you can shoot the defenders, but then you're forced to jump. Like I don't think this is actually a great spot. What do you guys think?
Because it's bulletproof glass shield, and now in Siege, bulletproof glass can be shattered. Attackers can use that as well. The security window on Clubhouse, for example, is looking towards bedroom and master bedroom and gym, and you don't really want the defender to use it, so you can place your own shield there, more your own shield with your own melee to shut the line of sight. So that shattering effect, even though it's mostly intended as a counter available to defense, is a tool that the attacker can use in a clever way, and I'm sure there are many more options that we'll see happen in the future. So you have to be very careful because defenders will be able to get rid of your shield. They can use impact grenade and C4. Those are explosive.
That means impacts are going to be more important now for sure. Impacts are more important for sure.
Tashanka, like smoke for example, if they see someone, and they will because the shield is transparent, they can literally smoke you out. And that's very risky for you. So OSA is not a guaranteed safe spot. Okay, so for loadout, we've used weapons that you are very familiar with. The first one is the 5.56 from Thermites. It sees AR, very powerful weapon.
They added a new weapon? Wait, who has the PDW?
It has a very specific role, so we want to see how this weapon behaves on a very different operator. Second one is the PDW9. So that's the SMG.
Oh, the Jackal has that? Okay.
This is to
shows how much I know. I never use it.
I would argue, and I think people that's going to choose one or the other are going to play OSA very differently, and that's definitely the point.
I think that's cool. They gave her an SMG and a rifle.
Finally, for the secondary weapon, she has the PMM. That's because I like the PMM, and I wanted her to have the PMM.
10 seconds.
The one thing that we gave her to the Claymore, because having the Claymore to at least protect yourself from flanks is definitely something useful. And then you have the smoke grenade. That was a suggestion we got from pro workshops. Our professional player advised us to use this because...
No, hold on. So I agree. Also, I don't know what's wrong with Sledge. No one ever complained about Sledge. No need to remove the SMG-11. Yeah, that's interesting that they did that, man. It's interesting that they made that change. I'm not sure why they did that.
That being said, since our gadget is deployable, you can even have them used by your teammates while you go on a flank. So many strategies are going to come with this one. But I love the fact that we never know.
Like, you can use it to bait out. So, like, on a place like Clubhouse, you could probably use it to bait out a C4 so they can destroy it. Because, I mean, yeah, he's right. You could use that as, like, a fortified position. Think about how crazy that is. You could literally stand in the open, protected, and you could just watch. You could watch sight, dude. I'm really happy for how Siege is really making a change in the meta in the way that people attack and defend with this one operator. This one operator legit is going to change the game. If people use her, she will change the game, in my opinion. I truly believe that. Because the way that the ability to lock up line of sight by placing it on the window and cracking it, the ability to block off side exits and entrances is huge. The ability to create cover where cover never existed. Dude, she's so strong. What's up, Foil? All right, Matt
All we're
buffs.
going to do is move a bomb into stage, next to bar and do a few tweaks to bar. So we added a doorway in between bar.
The question is
and
bar
made
now
the
a
flow
viable
an awful lot
defense
nicer
choice
and better, so
or
it's
no?
easier to defend. And then, whilst we were looking at it, we cleared out a path through kennels from main gate, turn right. We went through and actually put a path through there as well. So now you can actually navigate like a full 360 around the map rather than having to rappel up over buildings. We went through and cleaned up a lot of issues that are with that map. With the tech being updated, it means sound's better, lighting's better, you know.
Sound better?
propagation
I'd
and
have to
gadget
actually
deployment's better.
hear
But
it
for
to
Clubhouse,
believe
that
it.
was it was just
Because
moving the bomb.
no.
So we hope it's going to get picked a little bit.
I don't care until they
So
actually
coastline,
listen to it. I don't
the
believe
changes
them.
were much bigger. We added a breakable wall on the outside of VIP.
VIP
which
got
means
a
there's
got
access
got
from
good
the-
amount
from
of
the
love
deck
there, man. I think
in
that's
now.
awesome.
And then we added
I think
rappels
it's like
up
an
from the
even
VJ
it's an
deck to
even
the
trade for
roof,
both
just
attackers and
underneath
defenders.
purple tops.
That's
Then
so nice.
courtyard,
Oh
we
my
made
God.
changes where originally the windows couldn't be barricaded. They're
No
actually now
way.
barricadable, which makes a huge difference because you can block off lines of sight.
Dude, that's oh my
towards a
God,
bomb
that's
site.
okay.
That's on all the floors. The other thing that
Hold
changed
on,
a
hold on.
little bit
That's
is down
so
in the
good
kitchen.
for the attackers too,
Couldn't be
dude.
barricaded. They're actually now
That means wait, that
barricadable,
means
which
Castle
made
can put
changes
it there
where
too.
Originally the windows couldn't be barricaded. They're actually now barricadable, which makes a huge difference because you can block
And thank God, this stupid window here was one of the most annoying things ever. Literally one of the most annoying things ever.
off lines of sight towards a bomb site. That's on all the floors. The other
But okay, but they increased the amount of pallets that are here. That's what I wanted to see, the pallet difference.
because you can block off lines of sight.
So watch this.
towards a
So
bomb.
see, before there was a lot of more visuals. So it's still like it's nice because it's healthy, right? It's a little healthy. Like yes, they made it so that people can kill each other more often from the top, but
That's-
they added
that's
those
on all
extra
the
bits here.
floors. The other thing that changed a little bit is down in the kitchen with service entrance. So we've added a little next to the bathroom where you have the desk, where you have the soft walls.
Wait, what's this? So this lets you know how many of the 5 drones you've taken out. Is that what that is? That's awesome. That's nice. That's like good information to know, right? Like as a
We've
roamer,
added a doorway window
in general,
actually
like you get
further
to
into
see
the
how
room,
many.
which means you
Yeah, it's
actually
good.
go through
I like that.
and, go through service. to
Small,
actually,
right? It's a small little change.
Take advantage of the site. The bombs moved slightly, but not too much. Walls are redone, destruction's redone, everything's brought up to the standard.
This is such
that
an
we actually want it to be at
information-based
now.
game. It's
So a
important that they
great
know
quality
that we
of
know
life
what's
change.
happening.
Bank's been a long time coming. We rebuilt it from the ground up. All the walls are exactly in the same place. You know, maybe 5 centimeters different.
I
The
like
sight
that.
lines
That's
from the
good.
Skylights, you know, maybe gave you a little bit too much of a view.
Whoa. Okay. All right. All right. Interesting. How do you guys feel about this? How do you? I did not see this part yet, so I don't know how do you guys feel about that?
The arched windows from exterior of garage, you know, we blocked those off, so shooting to banana is harder. Adding cover to banana, so it's cover non.
These are nice, man. Because honestly, you couldn't do anything here. You really couldn't. So like before, you would have to try to hold a pillar, but then if there was too many people climbing on the windows, it was like it was a stupid position for both. So with this being here, now defenders are more likely to be here, which means more people will use the
cover,
windows
non-cover.
because they're going to know people
Also,
are there.
there used to be a big pile of filing cabinets right at main entrance. We took those out and put a doorway there. So now you've actually, rather than just going through the double doorway from entrance, you've actually got an option where you can go through. So if you are pinched and you are having a gunfight, you can actually have 2 people and actually take the person down. And then making the railings at the top of square destructible. And, you know, we can pause for the...
Ooh, okay. That's good too, because the fact that they weren't destructible before means that that people would get saved by dumb shit all the time. So I actually like this. It means that getting into engagements here isn't going to get you like absolutely murdered for no
making
reason.
the railings at the top of
Yeah,
square
this is good. I
destructible.
like this. See,
And
this is a small change, but it makes it so that you don't feel like you got cheated in a gunfight.
You know, we can pause for the applause. We removed the bars from Vault because when you have a gunfight in Vault, most of the bullets are going to hit the bars and you never hit your target, which is a source of massive frustration when you're playing
it's
both
telling
sides.
me.
You know, same thing for Gold Vault, Money Vault. We took the bars out of there. The bars have gone from the entire map. There's other things. We moved the hatch in lobby.
I thought that
so
hatch
it
there was
drops into
awesome.
Vault. People wouldn't spawn up front because chances are you're going to get run out on. So we fixed those. You can still do them, but with the faster detection and the things we've done to move.
I like
vehicles
that right here,
around,
just little
you can
thing
still
here.
do them,
That
but
little
you're gonna
car
be
being in the
detected
way
and
is
they're gonna
awesome.
know you're there, like the attackers will know you're there. So if you spawn at the front of jewelry where the manhole that goes down into tunnel.
Dude, I
we
saw
added
this tunnel
anyway
and
all
I
the
was
way
like,
through,
thank
so
you,
go to-
man. Thank you. I saw this video earlier and like I got a peek of this on I saw it on Twitter. This is such a nice change. Seriously.
Back access to terrace and everything else.
I'm so excited,
With the
man.
elevators, moved them around a little bit. They're still in the elevator shafts, obviously, but we've moved them around, changed the hatches and the way you can actually go into the elevators. So they're a little bit more usable. It's time that Bank needed some love, and Bank's got some love.
So currently, when you buy an Elite, all of the assets in that Elite bundle are linked together. So you either equip all of it or none of it. So we've worked to solve
Honestly,
that.
I
so
don't
as we
care about
showcased at
I don't
the
care so
SI
much about
year.
this, man. This
We're
part
gonna
to me
be
doesn't
rolling
matter
out
so
in 2
much.
stages. The first stage we wanted to bring to play.
What's up, Cuban? Biggest W yet. I mean I think it's nice. I think people should have been able to like take and remove parts off of their elite skins. I think that's nice because it makes sense. But I mean it
players
doesn't
as
change
soon
the way
as
I feel about the
possible.
game.
So for the upcoming
There are a couple of things we wanted to change for Twitch. Right now, Twitch starts the match during the preparation phase using her own unique drone, unlike most other attackers. Some players may know already, we are planning to allow attackers to switch their selected operator during the preparation phase. So it didn't really make much sense anymore to allow you to start using Twitch's drone, as the change between operators should be seamless. So we wanted her to start the match with a regular drone instead. Given that we were already changing the
Isn't that
drone
something that was
respawn grid,
already in
we
her
wanted to
kit
also
before?
investigate
like back
improving
in the day?
feel of Twitch's drone. So we decided to remove the restriction that it can't jump, so it will be able to jump just as any drone. We also wanted to remove the electricity damage, so we changed it to laser, which is a different kind of damage. It should be mostly the same for players, but it has a huge benefit, and it is that it has infinite range. So you won't miss any
Infinite
shots
range,
anymore
dude.
because the gadget is
That's
too far
so
away.
crazy. I think that's not fair. Infinite range means that I don't.
The
That,
big change here
it's
is
a
that
huge
we are
nerf
also
to
allowing
mute.
now to deploy the charge on reinforced surfaces.
Dude, that's
It's a big
awesome.
change,
I'm so
and
happy for
it
Fuse
has
right now.
a trade-off. First of all, if you do this, there will be a delayed activation time,
Yep, I think
which
that's fair.
will give a heads up to defenders that it's coming, so defenders will be able to be ready and counter it using either electricity or a mute device as before. But also, it will spawn a tube which can be actually shot at and destroyed in order to stop the pellets from coming. Well, it should make life better for Fuse users, definitely. We are hoping to see a little bit of an increase on its presence in the game. For defenders, we don't believe this is going to be too punishing. We'll be monitoring the change, of course. Her electric field detector. This is actually a pretty cool change because
I think the
we
IQ change is
uploaded
good because
some
it allows
new
people
tech
who solo
to the
queue or
game,
don't communicate,
in order to
who don't
allow
talk,
us
allows them to be able to talk to
use
the team.
2D UI elements in 3D
I think that's good.
meshes. And here I wanted to give a huge thanks to our lead UI programmer in Divisor Barcelona, Jose Manuel Fernandez, who made it possible. So we hope that allowing IQ to ping enemy gadgets using the smart ping system should improve team communication even when there's no voice chat, as every
Yep,
teammate will be
exactly.
able
It
to
should
see
allow
what
people to be
she's
able to
seeing.
communicate more.
But also, like in the monitor itself, IQ will be able to see the icons themselves before pinging them, which should also allow her to identify elements easier.
I love the flash detection
We're aware
system. I think
that
it's good.
a rework for the Flash has been a long time coming, because as an attacker, you may not feel confident enough to use it to stun an enemy. And we believe that it basically boils down to two reasons. First of all, even if you actually hit someone with a stun grenade and they're in range, they may still get affected with such a low intensity that it may not even look like they've been flashed at all. And they are still able to see with perfect clarity or at least good enough. And also,
Yeah, I mean,
for
so many
defenders,
times I
it was
felt like
probably a little bit
the
too easy
flash
to
was
counter
so
because you
underwhelming
just needed to
when I would
literally
use
turn
it.
around,
That's why I only
not
used
see
it
the
if
flash
I was
blast,
ever gonna
and then you're
have to
good to
deal
go.
with like.
So we wanted
You
to change
basically
these
just
rules.
used it to,
When you get flash,
to like
you now will
to
always get
deactivate
flash
a
at full
Jaeger or
intensity,
to
so you
beta
always will
Wamai.
see
There really
your
wasn't a point,
full
or maybe
screen
an Aruni
completely
gate.
white. However, what we're changing now is the duration of the flash. So if you're far away or partially blocked, you will get a much shorter flash. We have changed the detection algorithm itself to account for multiple parameters. So even if you're looking in the opposite direction, you will still get a little bit of flash because we're trying to simulate rays of light bouncing off walls in the immediate environment to make it more reliable when you try to use it.
So basically, what he's saying, Riggs, is that doesn't matter if you're not facing it or if you're in front of it, if it's obstructed, you're gonna get flash no matter what. However, if there's an obstruction, it lowers the amount of time that you're gonna be flashed. If you're not facing it, it lowers the amount of time. So it just means that and no matter what, the flash is gonna be more effective. It's gonna create that like shaky screen. It's gonna create the actual flash feeling. So I think the flash has got a buff. Is basically the end of it.
So the issue with the current system is that some uniforms on some operators can blend very, very well with the background in some maps, and that makes it very frustrating for players to try and notice them and have a fair gunfight. So to fix the issue,
I mean,
we are
uniforms,
adding rim
camouflage
lights
is
to
a
enemies.
part of playing games.
So now you will see just a little bit of light on the edge of the operator, and that will make it much easier for you to notice
oh
them
no, that's
in the map.
stupid.
So the rim lighting will be applied on all enemies. On
Yeah,
any skin
it's
in
like
any
a
map.
little ambient light
but you
around
still have
them.
the option to turn that off if you prefer the old look. There should be no more frustration when trying to engage in gunfights and where you could barely see your enemy. That shouldn't happen anymore. That's the objective for this change. So of course we'll be listening to feedback, and if we need to tweak that a little bit more, we'll do it. But
That's a OP,
that's
man.
the objective.